It's time for high school basketball on Max Country. Brought to you in part by the Max Country Sports Boosters Club. Now, let's go to the court for all of the action.
Well, welcome back to the York City Auditorium. We got another game up here for you. We got the McCool Junction Mustangs, the 4 seed, coming in at 9-5 in the season, taking on the number 13 seed and 1-12 Dorchester Longhorns in the third of 5 games to open up the first round of the CRC. We're live here at the York City Auditorium. Boys action all day here on 104.9 Max Country over at the Freeman Center on the campus of York University, as that became university over the past year and a half. It's girls action. That's over on Cool Radio. You can tune into all the coverage live on striv.tv/CRC if you want to tune into the stream here at the York City Auditorium. Just click on City Auditorium. You can join us live here on Striv and on 104.9 Max Country. We got the McCool Junction Mustangs and the Dorchester Longhorns up next here on Max Country. Now let's talk about this game a little bit. The McCool Junction Mustangs, let's talk about them first. They're 9-5 this season. They opened up the season with a loss to CRC rival Cross County, then went on a 4-game winning streak. So far this season, they are 4-2 against CRC opponents. They have played Dorchester. This is not an unfamiliar battle between two conference opponents. McCool Junction has had the upper hand in that series since 2006, 18-3 and 2-1 against Dorchester in the CRC. This McCool Junction team went 1-1 in last year's CRC. Beat Giltner before losing to BDS. Oh, by the way, BDS is the opponent who these two teams, who's the opponent who is waiting to see the results of this game. They just defeated High Plains in the game previous to this one here on Max Country. Now, McCool Junction, I gotta tell you, this team is really young. Their two best players are both underclassmen. Carson McDonald, the younger brother of Owen McDonald. He's a freshman, and he will light up the scoreboard. This is his first game in the CRC, and I can tell you the opponents in this tournament, the other teams, are going to have to watch out for this kid for the next 4 years. This kid is legit, and he's going to be a stud and star point guard for the McCool Junction Mustangs. Mapu Kushinen is their other player who is really tough to guard. He's actually their leading scorer at 11.6 points per game. Thing is, with Kuchinen, he's a little bit on the bigger side. He looks like an offensive lineman out there playing basketball. He can light up the scoreboard. He can rebound the heck out of the ball. The problem is, he doesn't move that well, and that could create issues with fouling for him. I got to see them play against Friend, and Friend won that game. But Kuchinen was definitely a major impact for the Mustangs, and that one, it made the Bulldogs' lives so much worse than it could have been that afternoon in McCool Junction. This team averages 53.5 points per game while allowing 40. They are let me get this correct, 4-2 against CRC opponents this season. They did play against the 1 seed in the CRC last night in Osceola. They got smoked by the Bulldogs. Not a surprise, Osceola will wreck everyone until they get to the semifinals here in this tournament. We're going to pause for a minute. When we come back, we'll preview Dorchester a little bit here on Max Country.
The cornerstone.
Auditorium. We're in pregame for McCool Junction and Dorchester here on Max Country. Let's take a look at this Dorchester team. They're 1-12 on the season. Their one win came over College View. Now it's back on the 3rd of January. They're 0-7 against teams in the CRC this season. In fact, they're looking for their first win. This was just by research, by looking at max preps. They haven't won a game in the CRC since 2015. In fact, even then, that was a 1-1 situation for the Longhorns. They beat Meridian in overtime in the first round before falling in the second round. That was clear back in 2015. Now, for example, just to give you context, that was my senior year of high school, and I'm now 26. So it's been a while since Dorchester has won a game in the CRC. They're going to be led in scoring by Andy Drake, who averages 9.9 points per game. They also have Garrett Tukowski with 9.9 points per game as well. He's also the leading rebounder at 6.5 boards per game. Andy Drake will be the one that leads with the assist, 1.3, and Garrett Tukowski with 1.6 steals per game. This Dorchester team, their stats only through 11 of their 13 games, but it gives you an idea of what we're going to see this afternoon as we roll into the evening hours here in York, Dorchester. We'll be wearing road black uniforms with the orange numbers. McCool Junction, when we get things underway, we'll be wearing their home white uniforms with black numbers in yellow trim. The teams are getting their final warm-up shots in. I'll just talk about what I think is going to have to happen for Dorchester to win this game. I think it's going to be shutting down McCool Junction and Carson McDonald, but the thing is, McCool Junction still has firepower wherever they go. Donovan Bant can light up the scoreboard. So can Rylan Garrettson. We'll talk about him a lot. Trenton Neville is a force to be reckoned with. It feels like he's been around forever, Trenton Neville. I watched him in high school football when they won their state championship in six-man action. Trenton Orlando also won the starters for the Mustangs as a force to be reckoned with. We're going to pause for 30 seconds as the teams go to the bench. When we come back, we'll have lineups for you here at the York City Auditorium on 104.9 Max Country.
Central Valley.
As we're getting set for lineups to be announced to the crowd here at the York City Auditorium. Now I want to give a quick update. Normally on Saturday afternoons you'd see Parker Siza, the sports director, on the call of Concordia basketball. Well, this afternoon with CRC being our focus, Concordia is still playing up in Orange City, Iowa. In women's action, they actually had an upset victory. Concordia took down the 15th ranked team in the country in Northwestern, 65-55. Concordia women have won 8 of their last 9 games in the G-Pack. They got the CIT Concordia Invitational Tournament upcoming this next weekend. Max Country will be on the call for that, which is why the CRC will finish off the tournament on Cool Radio. They're about to announce the starting lineups for Dorchester. Once they start going with them, we'll join them. They're still giving the pregame announcements here to the crowd at the York City Auditorium in the 70th CRC tournament. Looks like number 1 Andy Drake will be in the starting lineup. He's the first one standing up for the Dorchester bench. So we'll join him. It'll be a junior, number 1 Andy Drake. Tahowski, number 10 Chase. Tahowski, number 12 Garrett Tahowski. And Jacob Cerny. Owen Vanalik, number 44, will round out the starting lineup for Dorchester. So it'll be Andy Drake, Chase Tahowski, Garrett Tahowski, Jacob Cerny, and Noah Vanalik will be starting for the Dorchester Longhanes. And McCool Junction, as they announced their starting lineups, they're going to come out number 10, Bryson Block, followed by number 14, Trenton Neville, number 21, Rylan Garrettson, number 24, Carson McDonald, and number 44, Maypew Kuchinen. For the Mustangs, they are 9-5 in the season. Jacob Wirtz is their head coach. Corey Board is the head coach for Dorchester. McCool Junction will be going right to left on your radio dial to get things underway. Dorchester will be going left to right as we get this game underway. Vanalik will be in the center circle along with Rylan Garrettson, and we are underway. Garrettson with an easy tap in the air, but recovering it to win the tip is Jacob Cerny. So glad to have you along with us. Chase Thompson on the call for you this afternoon as Drake loses control of the dribble, but he's still able to gather it. Kicks it out over the top of the key. Cerny drives middle, goes up against Kuchinen. Mapu Kuchinen swats that one away. Inbounding it will be Drake. Dorchester only has 8 players suited up this afternoon. McCool Junction has 12. Shot goes up for Vanalik, and he gets that one to fall. Bringing it up is Carson McDonald, younger brother of Owen McDonald, only a freshman on his team. Gets a screen, goes toward the basket, dumps it off to Kuchinen. Kuchinen flicks it with the right hand up and in. This McCool Junction team, they're pretty solid, 9-5 record. They lost to Osceola last night. They got to go up against Friend. We got a lot of their players from the EMF team on the Friend roster and traveling with it, falling on the ground as Bryson blocked. It'll be Dorchester ball. 2-2 is the score. We're only a minute into this one. Inbounding it will be Tahosky. It's a full court press for McCool Junction. They clear. Tahosky, Garrett goes to the basket, just fires the shot up out of control. It's tipped around, but regathering the rebound is Garrettson. And now Carson McDonald brings it up. He tries to pass it over to Neville, but it's stolen away by Drake. Drake gets picked off from behind. No, he doesn't. Shot goes up and it gets swatted away by Chase Tahosky. Got his shot swatted. This is the highest bit of action we've seen all day. And checking now, reporting at the scores tables, Trenton, Neville, Orlando. Wow. Neville kicks it over to McDonald. McDonald waits for a play to happen. Garrettson now at the left wing. He's trying to get it down to Kuchinen. Kuchinen gets his left foot outside the paint to reset the 3-second count. Now McDonald right side, drives baseline, dishes it to Kuchinen. Kuchinen just tips it in. The IQ that Carson McDonald has as a freshman's unbelievable and off the charts. This is going to be a force to be reckoned with as Drake dribbles it out of control. And he gets slapped out of play off Garrettson as Trenton Orlando comes in for the Mustangs. Going to the bench is Carson McDonald. That is something that Jay Wertz, the head coach of McCool Junction, does very frequently. He will sub very, very quick. Tahosky, Chase Tahosky, drives toward the middle, kicks over to Drake. Drake tries to go to the baseline. He gets cut off, though, by Neville. In trouble, Chase Tahosky gets it toward the middle. Cerny, now it's tipped out by Garrett Tahosky. Now back out to Chase. Garrett Tahosky on the right side. They dump it down to Vanalik. Back out to Garrett Tahosky. Gets a high arcing 3 to go. Dorchester leads 5-4 right now over McCool Junction. Driving middle is Orlando. He gets in trouble, gets out to Kuchinen. 3-ball coming from Plock and missed. Short rebound grabbed by Vanalik. Bringing up the floor will be Drake. He averages 9.9 points per game. Gets it over to Chase Tahosky before it goes out to Vanalik. And Chase Tahosky will set up the offense. He waits for a screen by Garrett, goes through the hands. The pass goes through the hands of Andy Drake. It'll be back to McCool Junction as Carson McDonald checks in for Bryson Plock. 2 minutes into this one, Dorchester with the early lead, 5-4. McDonald gets it over to Orlando. The pass goes down to Kuchinen, but it's punched away. Orlando gets it back. 3-ball coming from Neville from the right corner, and that's good. Trenton Neville with a 3. The PA said McDonald, that was Neville with a 3. 7-5 is the score. Trap coming, getting through it is Tahosky. Over to Vanalik, who sends a shot up. It touches nothing. Short rebound cleared out by the Mustangs. Here comes McDonald, one-handed pass over the corner and a reaching. Foul is called on Dorchester. Vanalik with a reach-in foul. Actually smoked the McCool Junction Mustang player driving baseline. Let's stay with McCool Junction after the foul. It's first on Dorchester, first on Vanalik. Inbound comes into Kuchin. Kuchin nearly had his heel on the line. Deep three taken by Neville. Long rebound cleared out by Drake, and Neville tried to get a foul. McDonald guarding Drake, and Drake lays it in. 7-7. As McDonald brings it up. Gets it over to Orlando. Pump fakes, drives inside the three-point arc. Takes a shot. Long rebound caught by Drake. And Drake will clear it out. Drake gets reached in on by Neville, and it's called. Two substitutions coming in. Donovan Bant along with Bryson Block for McCool Junction. Maybe Kuchinen and Trenton Orlando go to the bench. No, Kuchinen's going to stay on the floor as Garrettson goes to the bench. Inbounding it will be Chase Tahosky. He gets it over to Garrett Tahosky. Free throw line, Cerny. Cerny picks up his dribble, kicks it back out to Garrett. Now back to Cerny, skips it over to Drake. Drake dribbles it to the top of the key. Nearly reached in on by Neville. They could have called that one too if they wanted to, but Drake has it. Gets it over to Vanalik. Now Drake at the right wing. Gets a screen set, goes to the baseline. And a charge is taken by Donovan Bant. It's on Drake, his first. Garrettson, though, was falling off balance on his heels already when the contact was made. I bet on Thursday and Friday night, you do not see that one called. It's back to McCool Junction. Block kicks over to Kuchinen. Kuchinen now dumps it over to Bant in the corner. Bant waits for a screen to roll up high. It's Neville. Neville drives through, tries to set up the floater. It's rebounded, though, by Vanalik. Now over to Garrett Tahosky. Knocked down to Vanalik, who gets shot sorted away from him by Kuchinen. Quickly up the floor comes McCool Junction. Swat in away is Chase Tahosky away from Bryson Plock. Substitution coming in for McCool Junction, Riley Garrettson. As we like to thank Shickley Grain, Jensen Lumber Company, Hits Towing, Baumsberger Welding, Cross County Booster Club, and Cossack Milling for coming on board. 2023 CRC. McCool Junction gets in, swings it around the horn. Three ball coming from McDonald. He's a lefty, and he drains it as well. Carson McDonald, his first 3 points of the game, makes it 10-7. Drake will bring it up. Waits for a screen to get set by Garrett Tahosky. He picks up his dribble, waits for a couple players to come around. Has Chase to his left. Gets it over to Garrett. Garrett will hand it off to Chase. Drake over in the corner. Three ball coming. That's long. Rebound. Caught by Plock. Plock will bring it up. It's a 3-point lead for the Mustangs. Down to Bant. Bant gets double team. He kicks it back out. McDonald skips it to Plock. Block finds Bant, spins around, jump shot taken, that's strong. Rebound caught by Vanalik. Drake brings it up under 2 minutes to go in this first quarter. 10-7 McCool Junction the lead. Drake finds a gap, goes up and lays it in. A 1-12 Dorchester hanging in with McCool Junction early. Garrettson tries to get it down to Bant. A foul's called from behind. That's three, I beg your pardon, on Dorchester.
Fouls on number 44, Owen Vanalik.
It's on Owen Vanalik. His second, a timeout taken by McCool Junction. 30, we'll go ahead and take one here on Max Country. We'll be back in 30 here on Max Country.
Working with a channel seedman to understand your growing conditions is the best way to select channel products for better yield potential. Call your local channel seedman, Blake Stengel, with Variety Ag in Shickley today.
Nebraska Equipment is your local Kubota and Case IH dealer serving Seward and surrounding areas. Visit them in Seward on 280th Road or call 643-6641 today.
Weekend Warriors Roofing is more than just a roofing company. They do siding, decks, home remodeling, and so much more. Give Weekend Warriors Roofing a call today.
Welcome back to the 2022 CRC. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Milligan Family Medicine, Nutrient Ag Solutions, Heritage Realtors, Carrie's Restaurant Catering, Edgewater Insurance of Shelby, Crossroads Awards, Perennial Public Power District, and Grand Central Foods for coming on board for the 2023 CRC. McCool Junction just burned a 30-second timeout. They're going to inbound it with Carson McDonald. He has Plock open, wide open, top of the key. Got it into Garrettson. McDonald, 3-ball from the corner. That's short. Rebound caught by Garrettson. He gets it back out to Mason Strope, who just came in for the first time this afternoon. McCool Junction will call a play. McDonald gets it over to Strope. Back into the middle with Garrettson. One-handed pass out to McDonald. New pump fakes, drives left to the free throw line. Finds Strope. 3-ball coming righty. Off the back rim. Rebound caught by Tahoski, and a jump ball is called. It'll stay with McCool Junction. So we'd like to thank Stutzman Interiors, Andy Jeffrey Hospital, Edgewater Insurance in Osceola, Fillmore County Hospital, and Midwest Bank in York, along with Advanced Services in York for coming on board. Inbound comes in. Garrettson goes up and gets the lay-in up and good. 12-9 is the score. McCool Junction in the lead with a minute to go. Pass is stolen away by Garrettson. Kicked it out to McDonald, who thinks about it, drives inside the arc. Floater, no good from the short corner. Offensive rebound by Bance. He pushes it right back up for 2. Now McCool Junction's bringing on the press. Drake got the inbound. He hands it off over to Garrett Tahowski. Garrett dribbles it off his foot, and a foul is called on Bance.
Fouls on number 34, Donovan Bant. His first.
It's his first. That's second team foul. Mason Strope goes to the bench along with Bant. Mapu Kuchinen comes back in along with Bryson Plock. Inbound comes in to Tahowski. Dribbles it around, gets it over to Garrett Tahowski. Looks for a chase, but he dribbles it around. Coming in for Dorchester's Fernando Perez. He came in for Owen Banalik. Oh, beautiful dish to Kuchinen on the play. Trying to see who that was. That was Bryson Plock with a dish. It's now a 7-point lead. McCool Junction on a 7-0 run right now. As the lead, Dorchester's got to clear the timeline. A floater goes up to Drake and a 10-second call because he did not catch and regain possession on the plus side of the court. Now, the ball was in the air with about 8 on the count, but it hung up there for 2 seconds, which resulted in the 10-second call. You got to have possession. You cannot just be passing it when the 10-second call. You usually give about a half second on that. As McDonald gets it over to Plock, 3-ball, 4 on the clock. That's rims. Offensive rebound by Garrison. He pushes it up and gets fouled on the play.
Fouls on number 30, Jacob Cerny.
Jacob Cerny with the foul is first as Riley Garrettson goes to the line. I'd like to also thank Weaver Pharmacy, Kreidel Enterprise, Horizontal Boring and Tunneling, Fortify Group, and York Medical Clinic for coming on board the 2023 CRC. First free throw, no good for Garrettson. Garrettson with the stats update from last night. Get this correct for you. 2 for 7, well 2 for 8 now. Make it 2 for 9 as he goes 0 for 2. Kuchinen with the offensive board, lays it in. Is it gonna count? It does at the buzzer. Mapu Kuchinen with the offensive board tips it back in as the first quarter expires, and McCool Junction goes on a 9-0 run as the first quarter expires to take the 18-9 lead. We'll be back in a minute for the start of the second quarter here on Max Country.
Voss Seed in Bruning wishes good luck to all high school athletes this year. Voss Seed is a proud supporter of area high school sports.
Hi, I'm Corey Cook, your local Ag West land agent. I've been in farming most of my life and understand the what-if questions. So call me today at 402-364-3071, and I'll help you get the most for your property.
When you're selling, buying, exchanging, or refinancing a home, a parcel of land, or commercial real estate, York County Title Company is here to help you. 608 North Grand Avenue in York.
This is Craig Yurkowski with Ag West Land Brokers. I'm excited to be a part of the Ag West Land Brokers team. With over 25 years being in production agriculture, let me put my experience to work for you.
Feel limitless exploring any trail. This is how it feels to ride on a Prowler Pro, only from Arctic Cat. Get yours today at Sutton Irrigation and Repair.
Working with a channel seedman to understand your growing conditions is the best way to select channel products for better yield potential. Call your local channel seedman, Blake Stengel, with Variety Ag in Shickley today.
Welcome back to the York City Auditorium. We get set for the start of the second quarter. 18-9 is our tally here in York. Dorchester will get the ball to start the second quarter. They're going to stay with the same fire that they finished the first quarter with. Fernando Perez out there, along with the starters, Garrett and Chase Tahosky, Andy Drake, and Jacob Cerny. McCool Junction out there as Trenton Neville, followed by Matthew Kuchin, Bryson Block, Rylan Garrettson, and Carson McDonald down the paint. With his Garrett Tahosky, they kick it around the key. Chase Tahosky now to Drake, back to Chase. Chase picks up his dribble, kicks it over to Perez. Now Drake. Drake spins around, tries to go past Neville, and a reach in gets called on Bryson Block. Players end up in the McCool Junction bench.
Fouls on number 10, Bryson Block, his first.
It's on Bryson Block, his first. His third team foul. Inbound for McCool Junction, gets skipped out to Chase Tahosky. Drake drive baseline, keeps the right pivot foot steady, tries to get out to Cerny. Cerny bounces off his thigh, but he's able to regain it. Goes off Garrison's foot on the right side. 7:22 to go in this second quarter. 18-9 is our tally. Inbounding in front of the McCool Junction student section was Tahosky. Chase Tahosky. It's a 2-3 zone action. They're going to trap the corners. The second and three is Chase. He misses that one way long. Rebound gathered up by Carson McDonald. He's going to push very fast. Picks up his dribble, finds help in the left corner. Down to Kuchin. Kuchin with a clear advantage. Spins around and floats it in for his 10th point of the game. Kuchin now 161 points this season. He's leading well, nearing Carson McDonald. His loose ball is gathered up by Garrett. Skips it over to Drake. Three ball coming. That's long. Rebound caught by Block. Skip pass up to Neville. He tries to dish it to Garrettson. Danny is Perez. He's going really fast. Kind of borderline out of goal. And Rylan Garrettson swats him. Carson McDonald skips it up to Block. Skip pass over to Neville. Neville jump short corner, jump stop, layup, no good. Kuchin offensive board. He pushes the first one off the rim. Second one, no good. Third one is good. Timeout. Taken by Dorchester. A 30-second one will go with them here on Max Country.
Tim and Kale Palace, Bill Hoffman and Nate Hoffman, your independent Pioneer sales representatives, are proud to sponsor local high school athletes. Call them to talk about the industry's best lineup for both corn and soybeans for your farming operation.
Weekend Warriors Roofing is more than just a roofing company. They do siding, decks, home remodeling, and so much more. Give Weekend Warriors Roofing a call today.
Voss Seed in Bruning wishes good luck to all high school athletes this year. Voss Seed is a proud supporter of area high school sports.
Welcome back to the York City Auditorium. McCool Junction leading Dorchester 22-9 now. Just since this is kind of Chiefs territory, you may all know by now that Patrick Mahomes suffered an ankle sprain. Chad Hiddy in his first drive in the game drove 98 yards and accumulated his first TD pass. Kansas City leading Jacksonville 17-7 down at Arrowhead. Oh man, I'm jealous of all those fans down there. Dorchester tried to get it through press. Garrettson now lays it in, gets fouled. It did not make the shot, but he got fouled going up for the shot, so it'll be 2 free throws from McCool Junction. It's on Andy Drake, his second. Now to the line goes Rylan Garrettson. As we like to thank our sponsors for the 2023 CRC Oliva Insurance, Nick's Farm Store, East Butler Athletic Boosters, Elswell Drilling, Bruning Grain and Feed, and Heather Ramsey with ARC Group of Bruning for coming on board 2023 CRC. Garrettson missed the first one. He has 2. Second one, no good either. Rebound grabbed by Garrett Tahosky. Gets it up to Drake. Drake gets trapped in the gets trapped. Tries to get over to Garrett Kuchin, nearly reaching Garrison with the steal. Gives it up to Neville. Neville pump fakes. I thought I heard a whistle, but it must have been a shoe. It's Trent Neville with the lay-in. He has 5. I thought I heard a whistle. It must have been a shoe. I could still hear it, actually, and a blocking foul gets called on McCool Junction. So it has to be a shoe because I was just hearing it for that blocking foul.
Fouls on number 14, Trent Neville, his second.
It's on Neville, his second. That's the 4th on McCool Junction as Trent Orlando comes in for the Mustangs. Inbound comes in to Garrett. He kicks it over to Drake. Drake pump fakes, drives free throw line, kicks it back out to Chase. I beg your pardon, that's Garrett. He missed. Offensive rebound caught by Kuchinen. Here comes McCool Junction back on transition. McDonald has 3 players defending the ball. Gets it to Garrett, so he missed. Kuchinen with the rebound. Gets it right back coming in. He has 14 this afternoon. 26-9. McCool Junction just in this quarter is on an 8-0 run. Pass is telegraphed as Carson McDonald steals it away and goes and lays it in. They're looking for Jacob Cerny, actually. This pass goes down to Perez. He kicks it out. 3 ball coming for Dorchester. That's pushed along by Chase. Rebound by Garrett. He steps back. Side's better than to shoot it. Gets over to Drake. Drake comes to the free throw line. Gets swatted by Riley Garrettson. Now Chase, Garrett with it. Garrett picks up his dribbles, tries to get over to Chase, but Carson McDonald's there and picks it off. McDonald goes toward the basket, splits the traffic, misses the first one. Garrettson misses the second, and it's grabbed by Drake. Drake has a chance to get picked off from behind, and Orlando does strip it, but he goes out of play. He'll stay with Dorchester as Owen Vinalik comes in for Dorchester as John Herrig comes in along with Donovan Bant. Herrig. What a flow that kid has. Pass is kicked out to Chase. He skips it back over to Garrett. Garrett tries to get it to Chase. Vinalik in the right corner. Pass goes back to Garrett. Skipped over to Vinalik. Vinalik in the short corner. Gets in trouble. Gets it to Chase, who takes the 3 ball, and that's pure. Tahosky, Chase Tahosky with his first 3 of the game. First 3 points of the quarter is jump stopping in is Neville. He kicks it out to Plock, who takes the deep 3. High arcing 3 is pure. Plock, who averages 2 points per game coming into this one. 2 points per game, makes the 3. In trouble is Garrett. He tries to get it to the middle, and a foul is called on McCool Junction.
Fouls on number 24, Carson McDonald, his first.
It's on Carson McDonald, his first, as Josh Hackett comes in for the Mustangs. Inbound comes in to Chase. He gets it over to the corner where Drake is. He skips it over to Garrett. Now, just so you know, it's the Huskies. I'm saying their first name is they have the same last name as it's tipped out a playoff block, so stay with Dorchester. Inbounding it will be Garrett. He dumps it to Drake on the far side. It's 2-2-1 trapping zone right now for McCool Junction. They're trying to pour it on. 31-12 is the score with 3:20 to go in the quarter. Pass goes over to Garrett. He gets trapped. Gets it over to Chase. Now Drake with it. Drake tries to get a Chase. I think that was deflected. That had to have been deflected the way that ball angled out of play, but no, they're going to say it's off Dorchester. It's be McCool Junction ball. The way the ball just raced off, it looked like it was tipped, but the official said no to that. So McCool Junction has it with 3 to go in the half. Pump faking it is Hackett. He gets it over to Band now. Herrig tries to get it down to Hackett in the short corner. He dumps it to Band, who takes the jumper inside the paint and banks it home. 33-12 is the score. McCool Junction 15 points in the quarter compared to 3 by Dorchester. Chase tries to get it to Vinalik. It's telegraphed, tipped away by Hackett, who lays it no good. Rebound by Drake. Drake slows it down, gets trapped. Has his dribble picked up, he gets over Cerny. Drake drives middle, kicks it out. Contact and a charge is called on Andy Drake. That's 3 on him. That's 6 on Dorchester. As Brett Lady about to come in. For Dorchester, having 3 players on the bench. 2 of your players with 2 or more fouls. That's not good. Maybe Kuchinen came back in. For the Mustangs, he gets the ball down the paint, spins around, misses the first one, jumps over, tries to get the rebound. It's flicked back in by Garrett, and the foul's called on Donovan Bant, so that'll be a 1-and-1. That's 6 actually on McCool Junction, so we got 1 more for 1-and-1. Bringing it up will be Garrett. Man-to-man defense from McCool Junction. He gets over to Vanalik. Vanalik spins around and gets it over to Lady, who tries to get it down to Sierney. Sierney goes up with it and rolls it in.
2 points by Jacob Sierney.
Jacob Sierney with his first 2 of the game. Brings it back within 19. Pump faking it is Plock. Plock dumps to the short corner for Hackett. Now back to Orlando. Just to back out the Plock. Now to Kuchinen. Kuchinen misses it, gets his own rebound. Goes up again and gets it down.
2 points by
Maybu Kuchinen now with 16. We've had a 21. We've had a 17 so far today in the CRC. Kuchinen now with 16 joining that club as the top scorers in the CRC Boys Tournament. In trouble. But there's Garrett. He kicks it out to Vanalik at the right wing. Kuchinen staying way back on him. 3 ball coming from Garrett. That's off the back rim. Rebound. Corralled by Hackett. He hands it off to Orlando. We got a minute to go in the half. Orlando skips over to Plock, who pump fakes. Gets it over to Hackett. Hackett took 3 steps before starting to dribble, but no travel called. He picks up his dribble, has left pivot foot set, gets it over to Orlando. He's looking for Kuchinen in the right corner, and McCool Junction will bail out of their sets. Hackett trying to dribble through. He gets some room. Missed the lane. Kuchinen fouls from behind. It's a 1-on-1 upcoming for Dorchester.
Fouls on number 44, Mayhew Kuchinen, his first, 17th foul. And for the Mustangs, Neville, Garrettson, and McDonald.
Trenton Neville, Rylan Garrettson, and Carson McDonald will come in for the Mustangs. We have 41.3 to go in the half. 35-14 is our tally. Vanalik will now go to the free throw line. First free throw, here. Vanalik has a field goal and a free throw and drains that second free throw. He has 4. 35-15 is the score. McDonald lost his bounce once he got the ball. He got it up to Neville. Kicks it to Kuchinen now on the right side with it is McDonald. Plock. Puts it down to Garrettson. Garrettson spins around, has some room, and gets a shot to go.
2 points, Garrettson.
Garrettson now has 4. 37-16 for the Mustangs. Garrett tries to drive to the right wing. Spins back out, gets it to Chase. Chase waiting for Lady to do a back cut. He gets a screen from Garrett. Sierney down the post. Pass goes over to Garrett. 5 on the clock. Back over to Chase. Chase steps in, fires up the 3 from the hip. He missed, gets his own rebound, just throws it right back up and switches it at the buzzer. Chase Stahowski flicks it up from the waist to hit the shot as the half expires. McCool Junction still rolling though. Up 18, 37-19. We'll be back in 2 minutes to recap the first half here on Max Country.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
This is Alan Odepal, Odepal Insurance, at 4th and Grant in Yorktown Center. Insurance is our only business.
Contact Auditorium Insurance at 402-362-3380.
Mainstay Communications is Henderson's premier internet, phone, and television provider, serving the community since 1968. Mainstay Communications. Find them online today at mainstaycom.net.
Untamed Drone Boutique, located in downtown Stromsburg, is the place to shop for women's clothing, shoes, and accessories. Visit untamedroneboutique.com.
For all your irrigation needs, contact the folks at Fagan Irrigation for the fastest, reliable service. Contact Corbin at Fagan Irrigation today to see what they can do for you.
Due to continued growth, Metal Tech Partners, a manufacturer of telecommunications and custom fabricated parts, is seeking highly motivated individuals for their Geneva and Bruning locations. Metal Tech Partners is hiring highly motivated fabrication and general laborer workers. Metal Tech employee benefits include competitive wages, health, dental, and vision insurance, plus paid vacation and company match retirement. For more information, apply in person at Metal Tech Partners in Geneva or Bruning, or online at mtpartners.com. Metal Tech Partners of Geneva is an equal opportunity employer.
Only top quality USDA choice meat, the freshest produce in town, plus they carry your groceries to your vehicle. Bruning Grocery is your small town supermarket located in downtown Bruning.
This is Byron of the Byron Weimer Agency, located 3 miles south of Utica. We insure homes, auto, farm, livestock, and crop. Give us a call to see what we can do for you.
10. Nutrien Ag Solutions is the world's largest provider of crop inputs and service, helping growers increase food production in a sustainable manner. Profit from their experience. Nutrien Ag Solutions in Davenport and Edgar.
Welcome back to the York City Auditorium. We're at the half between McCool Junction and Dorchester. 37-19 is our tally right now. Let's run through some first half stats. First of all, I want to talk about McCool Junction. He's had it himself an afternoon. 16 points. He leads all scores. He's 5 short of the leader of the day with 21. That happened in the first game of 3 in the Shelby Rising City Giltner game, which we saw earlier today here on Max Country and live on striv.tv/CRC. Again, Kuchin with 16 points so far. Donovan Bant has 4. Carson McDonald has 5. Rylan Garrettson has 4. Trent Neville has 5, and along with Bryson Plock, who has 3 so far this afternoon for the Mustangs. The Mustangs, again, just rolling so far. 18 in the first, along with 19 in the second. Dorchester, on the other hand, they've been struggling. Owen Vanalik has 4. Chase Tahosky with 5, including a 3 that flicked off the hip of him at the end of the half to make it a 37-19 difference in this game. Andy Drake with 4 points. He also has 3 fouls. For a team that carries 8 players in uniform this afternoon, that's going to be an issue. Having Drake, your leading point scorer and starting point guard as a junior with 9 points per game. He has 4 with 3 fouls this afternoon. Again, Chase Tahosky with 6 and Garrett Tahosky with 5. Jacob Sierney also has a bucket for the Longhorns. They had 9 in the first quarter, 19 in the second quarter, and it's just been domination of Mapu Kuchin. He's able to, even if he misses, he gets a second chance. If he misses that, he's getting a third chance, and usually by then he makes it. So far for the Mustangs, a 37-19 lead at the half. Now we're going to go ahead and pause for 2 minutes. When we come back, we'll continue along with the halftime break here on Max Country.
Remember Carrie's Restaurant and Catering when hosting your next event. From large to small, Carrie's does it all. Carrie's Restaurant and Catering, just off Highway 81 in McCool Junction.
Be sure to visit Southeast Valley Irrigation and Bruning for all of your Valley Pivot needs, or call them today, 402-353-6775.
Axline Lawn Landscape and Tree Removal is happy to serve the greater Exeter area. Check them out on Facebook today, and good luck to all area athletes.
See Copsa Odie and Associates for tax planning, consultation, and preparation. Let them help you with account services, financial analysis, or estate and succession planning. That's Copsa Odie and Associates in York.
When you're selling, buying, exchanging, or refinancing a home, a parcel of land, or commercial real estate, York County Title Company is here to help you. 608 North Grand Avenue in York.
Hi, I'm Corey Cook, your local Ag West land agent. I've been in farming most of my life and understand the what-if questions. So call me today at 402-364-3071, and I'll help you get the most for your property.
Tim and Kale Palace, Bill Hoffman and Nate Hoffman, your independent Pioneer sales representatives, are proud to sponsor local high school athletes. Call them to talk about the industry's best lineup for both corn and soybeans for your farming operation.
Nebraska Equipment is your local Kubota and Case IH dealer serving Seward and surrounding areas. Visit them in Seward on 280th Road or call 643-6641 today.
Mainstay Communications is Henderson's premier internet, phone, and television provider, serving the community since 1968. Mainstay Communications. Find them online today at mainstaycom.net.
George Brothers Incorporated, serving Sutton and the surrounding area. George Brothers has what you need to get you up and moving. George Brothers Incorporated in Sutton.
Sutton Pharmacy, a good neighbor pharmacy, locally owned so they understand the importance of personal connections. It's their goal to provide you and your family with outstanding personal care and superior service.
This is Heather Ramsey with the ARC Group LLC. We are a locally owned agricultural risk marketing group. Give us a call at 866-574-2724 or visit agriskconsulting.net.
Welcome back to the half. 37-19 McCool Junction leading Dorchester. Now, a quick update on the weather. I've just been informed that it looks like the entire southeastern part of the state of Nebraska has gone under a winter weather advisory. There's been a band of snow that has set it up in the southeastern part of the state. An inch or two is expected, and that winter weather advisory will go until 6 a.m. tomorrow for southeastern Nebraska. A quick look at the radar out of the National Weather Service out of Hastings shows that there is a good heavy band of snow stretching from roughly in the state of Nebraska, Red Cloud, all the way to just south of the Lincoln area. So if you're out and about, be safe. It is cold out there, so the roads should be already frozen, so we shouldn't have any issues with melting, resulting in ice, similar to a situation that postponed the majority of the games in the area back on Thursday. Had about an inch of rain in the Lincoln area with a inch and a half of snow, and the totals just increased the further west you got and the colder it got. As always, still have 3 minutes at the half. Teams are still in their locker room. Actually, Dorchester is just coming out. So later on today here on 104.9 Max Country, we have Exeter, Milligan, Meridian at 5:30. Well, right now, let's take a look at the time. It'll probably be around a 6 o'clock start, followed by East Butler versus Hampton. A half hour behind, honestly, is not that bad. 3 games into the CRC. If you pay attention to the volleyball coverage that we provide for the CRC, the first day we're usually about an hour behind, 3 games into that one, into the tournament. So a half hour is honestly not that bad, to be honest with you, for the CRC. Dorchester's on the floor. McCool Junction's still in the locker room. We're going to go ahead and pause for a minute and a half. When we come back, we'll get started with the second half here on Max Country.
The Cornerstone Bank team is committed to serving you with game-changing solutions for your financial needs. With 47 convenient locations throughout Nebraska, Cornerstone is dedicated to providing the service you deserve. Cornerstone Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
For all your irrigation needs, contact the folks at Fagan Irrigation for the fastest, reliable service. Contact Corbin at Fagan Irrigation today to see what they can do for you.
Untamed Drone Boutique, located in downtown Stromsburg, is the place to shop for women's clothing, shoes, and accessories. Visit untamedroneboutique.com.
Get your car or truck repaired right the first time at Lavander's Body Shops in Grand Island, Hastings, St. Paul, North Platte, Kearney, York, Omaha, and their newest location in Seward.
Carlson Irrigation is the business of solutions, and teamed with Ranke Solutions are what they deliver. Ranke, more right than rain, and Carlson Irrigation, your local irrigation solutions expert.
Potter Repair in Beaver Crossing, your one-stop for auto and diesel repairs. Don't settle for anything less than Potter Repair. Call EJ or John at 532-3525. Make RC Pit Stop your convenience store in Rising City, located right on Highway 92. For beverages, food, and gas, stop at RC Pit Stop in Rising City.
Farmers and Merchants Bank in downtown Milligan wishes another successful sports season to all area athletes. Good luck from Farmers and Merchants Bank, member FDIC.
Good luck to all area athletes and teams from Premium Ag. Let Premium Ag Sales in Davenport help you with all your channel seed needs. See the channel difference at Premium Ag.
Scandinavian Mutual Insurance Company has been serving the listening area with economical rates and are reinsured to give you confident coverage for any major losses. Call Scandinavian Mutual Insurance Company today.
Welcome back to the York City Auditorium. 37-19 McCool Junction leading Dorchester as the half expires. Both teams are along their benches. They're getting set for the start of the second half. Looks like McCool Junction will get the ball to start the second half. They are going left to right on your radio dial. They are wearing their home white uniforms with black numbers and gold trim. Dorchester will be going right to left. They are wearing their road black uniforms, orange numbers with black trim. McCool Junction come out on the floor with Bryson Block along with Trenton Neville, Carson McDonald, Rylan Garrettson, and Mapu Kuchinen. Lineup for the Mustangs. Get the second half underway. So glad to have you along with us this afternoon in the CRC as we are in the top of the hour here on 104.9 Max Country. KTMX out of York, Nebraska, streaming on the website as Carson McDonald misses it short. Maybe Kuching gets it. He kicks it back out to Trent Neville. Neville spins around. Oh, beautiful move by him. He missed. Garrettson tips it up in the air. It's cleared out by Dorchester. We're live here on KTMX 104.9 Max Country. Streaming on the app as well, along with strive.tv/CRC. Click on this York City Auditorium to join in on the coverage for the first round of the boys' side of things. McCool Junction got it back after it was tipped around. Went out of play. Neville kicks it over to McDonald. He's guarded by Chase Tahoski. Chase guarding Carson McDonald. He kicks it out to Neville. Now back over to McDonald. McCool Junction has both Garrett and Chase Tahoski along with Jacob Sierney, Owen Vanalik, and Brett Lady. McDonald kicks it out to Plock, who drives middle out of control, but he dumps it off to Garrettson. Left short corner jumper, missed. Kuching able to get the rebound, kicks it out to McDonald. Fires the hip pocket, 3-ball, it's good. Carson McDonald with the first 3 points of the half makes it 40-19. Chase kicks it on over to the corner where Sierney is. Now Vanalik. Vanalik tried to get it over to Lady. Lady slips. They're going to call a trip on Neville. That's 3 on him. That's first in the half for McCool Junction.
First team foul of the half.
Inbound comes into Lady. Guarded by Neville. Gets a screen. Well, Garrett tries to set a screen but rolls away and causes trouble for Lady. It was tipped. It'll stay with Dorchester as it rolls into the scorer's table. Pass quickly gets over to Garrett. Some contact and Sierney hits the ground. Garrettson was the one that caused it, and he picks off the pass looking for Sierney going down to the paint. McDonald brings it up, kicks it over to Neville, spins around, gets back to Garrettson at the top of the key. McDonald now left wing, fires up the hip pocket 3 and drains it as well. McDonald, he can get away with it, but when you play against teams that you're going to be running into BDS, it's not going to be such an impact, but say they beat BDS and play Osceola, that's that hip pocket shot. Kale Gulfston and Isaiah Zalosky will swat that every single time. That's not an issue. He pulls it up high and it's a lot easier, but that's his natural shooting motion as Kuchinen gets down the post, backs down his defender and makes the 2-point bucket. 45-19 is our tally. Chase brings it up, gets it over to Lady, gets a screen from Vanalik. Pass over to Vanalik, gets stolen for Kuchinen. Oh, big boy going toward the paint. Kuchinen lays it. No one wants to get in front of him, understandably. And he lays it in. He has 20 now, 47-19. I like watching defensive linemen roll toward the end zone. We did see that in the last round of the playoffs. Kuchinen's huge, and he's got a relative that's playing at McNeese State as McDonald gets steal. He goes toward the basket, lays it up and in. Timeout taken by Dorchester, 30-second one. We'll go ahead and stay here as we run through our sponsors for the 2023 CRC. Shigley Grain & Company, Jensen Lumber Company, Hits Towing, Baumsberger Welding, Cross County Booster Club, Cossack Milling, Milligan Family Medicine, Nutrient Ag Solutions, Heritage Realtors, Gary's Restaurant, Catering, Edgewater Insurance, the Shelby Crossroads Awards, and Perennial Public Power District. Thank you all for coming on board the 2023 CRC. We're live here at the York City Auditorium all day for boys action. Mike Meyer will finish off the day with Exeter Milligan versus Meridian, and then East Butler taking on Hampton to wound down the first day of the CRC. It's the best time of the year. Absolutely love being in this gym. It's not a big crowd today. It will be picking up as the week moves along, and it will just be getting louder and louder as we roll along through this week. Inbounding it will be Garrett. He gets it in to Andy Drake, who just came back in. Drake going up against the 2-3 zone. Gets it over to Sierney. Sierney gets the pass stolen away, though. Carson McDonald goes up the floor. Tries the one-handed pass. The way it looked, it might have been tipped. It confused everyone in here, but the officials who say it's off McDonald as Fernando Perez comes in. Inbounding is Chase Tahosky. Gets it into Drake. Drake picks up his dribble, has to go over to Perez. Perez tries to beat Drake inside the zone to Garrett. Garrett in trouble, gets trapped in the corner by McDonald and blocking, and pass is stolen by Neville. It goes up to Garrettson. Garrettson, right-handed layup is good. He now has 6. 51-19 is the score. John Herrig, Trent Orlando, and Donovan Bant reporting the scores table as Garrettson picks up a hip check foul. That's his first, that's second foul on McCool Junction. I'd like to thank Grand Central Foods, Stutzman Interiors, Annie Jeffrey Hospital, Edgewater Insurance in Osceola, Fillmore County Hospital, Midwest Bank in York, Advanced Services in York, and Weaver Pharmacy for coming on board the 2023 CRC. Drake gets it over to Chase. Chase guarded by Herrig. Screen from Vanalik. Picks up his dribble, goes out of play off of Donovan Bant. Inbound will come in from Chase to Perez. He gets it out to Drake. Drake at the top of the key. This is control of the dribble, but he bounce passes it out to Chase. Chase Tahosky. Tries to get past Herrig. He bails out of it, picks up his dribble in front of Corey Ford, the head coach of Dorchester. Drake. Now on the right side, we got 3:44 to go in this third quarter. 51-19 is our tally. Pass tried to get aimed off to Chase. It's stolen away by Plock. Gets it up to Herrick. Herrick slows himself down and gets the right-handed layup to go. Herrick came in this game with 14 points, not including last night. That was his first two. 53-19 is the score. Herrick actually had a point last night in the Exeter Milligan in the game versus Osceola. Now 17 on the season. Perez gets it stripped away from him. On the floor is Orlando, and it's out of play off him. These two players come in. Mason Strope along with Trent Neighbor. This is a Think Credit Enterprise. Horizontal Boring and Tunneling Fortified Group, York Medical Clinic, and Oliva Insurance for coming on board the 2023 CRC. As the pass goes down to Vanalik, gets it blocked away from him though by Herrig. They'll stay with Dorchester, 2:58 to go in this third quarter. Inbounding it will be Drake. He's looking at Vanalik, gets it to him in the corner. Trap come from Strobe. That was really late though. He got to Drake. Mid-range jumper coming from Chase Tahosky. Rimmed out, rebound caught by Bant. He gets it up to Orlando. Orlando now over to Herrig. Herrig pump fakes, gets it down to Bant, who spins it around. Floater up and no good. Fight for it. Neighbor got it over to Orlando. 3-ball coming for Strope. It hits off the back of the rim and a rebound. A foul is called on the rebound.
Fouls on number 34, Donovan Bant, his third.
It's on Bant, his third. Third team foul to half. With it now is Chase. He drives right, kicks it out to Vanalik. He gets it right back after it's slapped away. Around the horn. Goes the Longhorns. Drake with it. Top of the key. Gets it to Chase, who dumps it to Vanalik. Chase cuts toward the basket. Vanalik tried to get it to him. Stolen away by Orlando, who gets it stripped from him by Garrett. Garrett has Chase in front of him. He gets it to Chase. Chase lays it up and in.
Basket by number 10, Chase Tahosky.
Tahosky. Chase Tahosky with the lay-in. Brings it back within 32. Herrig gets it to Neighbor at the free throw line. He spins it out to Neville. Neville gets past Vanalik, who hit the floor. Back to Neighbor. Herrig, 3-ball coming within line. Miss. Rebound by Orlando. It's loose in front of the McCool Junction bench, and Neville with the rebound. 90 seconds to go in the quarter. And Strope will set up the offense. Herrig right side. Man-to-man for Dorchester right now. Vanalik in it with Orlando in the paint. Orlando gets it at the top of the key. No one's moving. Absolutely no one is moving right now. Strope, the right wing, waits for Herrig to come off the back cut. steps inside the arc, gets the free throw line, takes the jumper, rebound by Neighbor. There's a hand in there, he goes up for the shot, and he gets fouled. Go on the line for 2. Owen Manalik just picked up his third. That's first team foul in the half. So I think Nick's Farm Store, East Butler Athletic Boosters, Al's Well Drilling, Bruning Grain and Feed, and Heather Ramsey with ARC Group of Bruning for coming on board with the 2023 CRC. First free throw for Neighbors. Good. Brett Lady and Jacob Cierney comes in for the Longhorns. By the way, that free throw for Neighbor was only his 17th point of the year. They do have their stats updated from last night's game. Make that 2 for him. 18 this season for Neighbor. Keep in mind, May Pakuchinin, who's on the bench right now, presumably for the rest of the game, has 20. Garrett just standing there as we have under a minute to go in this quarter. Step back. Picks up his dribble, looking for help, gets it over to Cierney. Cierney skips it over to Chase. Now with it is Lady. Lady tries to go by Herod, goes baseline, tries to get it to Cierney, goes out of his reach and out of play. New player checking in from McCool Junction. We'll get that for you here in a moment. It's number 25. As Herrick has on the left wing. Skips it the far side. Now Herrick at the free throw line. Actually don't have a 25 on my roster. There's Orlando. Loses control of it. Gets it to Herrick. Herrick waiting for help. Gets it down to Neighbor. Neighbor backs down his man. Spins, missed the shot. Herrick, second chance, good. 5 on the clock. 57-21. Bringing it up is Drake. Drake gets it over to Lady, who fires at the shot at the buzzer. High arcing, but it misses to the right, and that'll do it for the third quarter. 57-21. Dorchester with only 2 points in the quarter as McCool Junction leads 57-21. We'll be back in a minute for the start of the fourth quarter here on Max Country.
Brown's Grocery Store in Sutton is your local community connection for high-quality foods, great prices, and superior friendly service. Working hard each and every day to earn your business.
Bruning Grain and Feed, your full-service elevator, serving your grain and fertilizer needs. Also, custom blending your livestock feeds. Bruning Grain and Feed, where great service and quality are number one.
Funk Medical believes that home medical equipment should enhance your quality of life, not add headaches to a tough situation. Check them out at funkmedical.com. Funk Medical says good luck to all area athletes.
For all your irrigation needs, contact the folks at Fagan Irrigation for the fastest, reliable service. Contact Corbin at Fagan Irrigation today to see what they can do for you.
Only top quality USDA choice meat, the freshest produce in town, plus they carry your groceries to your vehicle. Bruning Grocery is your small town supermarket located in downtown Bruning.
Central Valley Ag, your local cooperative, focuses on helping you select the best products and services for your operation. Our planet is hungry. Together, we feed it. Central Valley Ag, growing agriculture together.
Welcome back to York City Auditorium. 57-21 is telling McCool Junction outscored Dorchester 20-2 in that third quarter. It's Josh Sokup who's in there, number 25 for McCool Junction. Actually have none of their starters out there. Josh Sokup along with Mason Strope, Trent Neighbor, with Josh Hackett, who's in there for the first time this game for the Mustangs. Andy Drake will hand it off over to Chase Tahosky. Gets a screen from Lady. Lady rolls in the basket. Chase still keeps his dribble. He hands it to Drake. Gets it back out to Lady. Lady wants a screen from Drake. Jake sets it. Lady dribbles it off his knee, and it'll be back to McCool Junction. Now, with it being a 36-point lead, we are under the NSAA rules where a 40-point lead results in a running clock, and the clock will tick away the rest of the game if it gets to that point, except for a timeout. Orlando kicks it to Strope, who finds help with Hackett at the right wing. Hackett waits for Strope, who spins around, has Cierney guard him, kicks it back out to Hackett. 3 ball coming. That's pure. Josh Hackett, who came into the game with 21 points, straight into 3 at 60-21, a blowout here in this one. This is the biggest blow I've had so far yet today. Garner Sierney just reported he is the only player who has not been in for the Longhorns. Drake dribbling it around top of the key. And Dorchester, to be honest, they hung in really well in the first quarter. It was until late in the first quarter where McCool Junction went on a 7-0 run, and ever since then, it hasn't been pretty. Carter Sierney comes in. Inbounding will be Chase. He gets it slapped by Hackett. Inbounding is Chase. Tries to get over to Jacob Sierney. Get over to Garrett. Now with it is Carter. Carter back over to Chase. I apologize. We have two sets of players with the same last name, so we call them first names mainly for Dorchester the rest of the way as Drake misses his shot. He's the only player we're going to be calling at the last name through the rest of this game. Pass comes down to the neighbor, who spins around and gets the lay-in to go. We got a 40-point lead, 41 right now for McCool Junction, which has just instituted the running clock rule in the state of Nebraska. Driving baseline with it is Chase. A blocking foul gets called on McCool Junction. That'll be 4 for them.
Fouls on number 20, Mason Strope, his first.
It's on Strope, his first. Clock's still running. We have 6 minutes to go. Pass comes in from Drake to Garrett. It gets slapped away. Trying to get his Hackett, but he fouls Garrett now in the process.
Hackett, his first, 5th team foul.
Gold Junction has plenty of players, so we're going to assume that McCool Junction is done for the day. Is driving toward the paint is Carter. He kicks it out to Chase. Now over to Garrett. Now with it is Drake. Drake pump fakes, drives baseline, fires up the shot, and out of control rebound by Sokup. McCool Junction will finish the night with 20 points. Carson McDonald with 13 if they do not come back in. Neighbor fires up the shot and gets it to go. Came into today's game with 16 points. He has 6 for the Mustangs this afternoon. With it is Garrett. He kicks it out to Jacob Sierney. Kicks it over to Drake. Drake tries to go by Strope, fires up the floater, bricked it off the backboard, rebound by Sokup. Strope in trouble, has the right pivot foot planted, gets over to Sokup, he steps in and gets the lay-in up and in. That's his first 2 points of the season. How about that? Get it done in the York City Auditorium. A timeout taken by Dorchester. A full timeout. We'll go ahead with them. A full timeout here on Max Country.
See Kreidel Enterprises, your participating independent American Standard Air dealer. Call 362-2500 today. Kreidel Enterprises, a name you can trust.
Norder Supply of Bruning, Shickley, and Hebron. For your seed, fertilizer, and chemical needs, call Norder Supply, serving agriculture for over 35 years.
If you're looking for a rotor or windshield wiper motor, yeah, you'll find it at CarQuest.
At Tri-County Automotive, your CarQuest dealer in Henderson, they're always happy to provide you with the highest quality parts.
This is Byron of the Byron Weimer Agency, located 3 miles south of Utica. We insure homes, auto, farm, livestock, and crop. Give us a call to see what we can do for you.
Nutrient Ag Solutions is the world's largest provider of crop inputs and service, helping growers increase food production in a sustainable manner. Profit from their experience and visit your local Nutrient Ag Solutions location.
This is Craig Yurkowski with Ag West Land Brokers. I'm excited to be a part of the Ag West Land Brokers team. With over 25 years being in production agriculture, let me put my experience to work for you.
Welcome back to York City Auditorium. 66-21 is our tally. McCool Junction on top of Dorchester. Dorchester just burned a full timeout. We will have a running clock once the ball gets back in. Inbound comes in to Andy Drake. Deep shot come from Carter Sierney. It's long, tipped up in the air. It's cleared out by Mason Strope. He tries to get it up to Trent Orlando, but it goes over the head. 4 minutes to go in this one. 66-21 is our score. Pass goes through the hands of Carter. It'll be back to McCool Junction. Clock is running as we got a 45-point lead for McCool Junction. Jason Strope tries to get up to Orlando, and a lot of contact on that pass. It'll be his second foul on Dorchester. Garrett Tahowski just picked up his first and second team foul in the half. That's where Rando Perez comes in for Dorchester. Andy Drake will go to the bench. Drake, if that's it for him, will finish with 4. Vanalik, who's been on the bench quarter of the way through the third quarter, finish off the game with 4. His pass goes down to Neighbor. He missed. Soak up with the offensive board. Layup up and good. His first 4 points of the game have came in this one. 68-21 is our score. Pass goes off the knee of Perez. Dorchester able to keep possession. A foul is called to be 2 free throws upcoming for Dorchester now with about 2:40 on the clock. We can assume we'll have roughly 80 seconds to go once we're done with free throws in this one. Foul, by the way, was on Mason Strope. It's 2 free throws upcoming for Garrett Tahowski. He switches the first one home. Vanalik and Red Lady actually are coming back in. Vanalik has 4. In the game. We got 2 minutes to go. It's back to the free throw line. It is Garrett Tahowski. Runs that one around and makes it go down. 68-23, a 45-point lead for the Mustangs. Soak up in the left wing. Pump fakes toward Herrig. Sit over to Strope. Strope gets it over to Neighbor at the right wing. We got minute 45. He hands it off to Hackett. Josh Hackett brings it to the top of the key, dribbles it off his knee, gets it over to Soak up. Quick passing around. Now Strope. McCool Junction will move into a battle versus BDS. John Herrig makes a basket. That's his 6th point of the game, 70-23. McCool Junction and BDS play now. Upcoming, that game will be on Tuesday at 4:30, I believe, as a strip from behind by Hackett, and he goes up, lays it right on Aaron. So McCool Junction will take on BDS on Tuesday at 4:30. Firing up shot is Garrett. And McCool Junction will call off the horses and let the clock tick away in this one. 72-23, a 49-point lead for McCool Junction, and they are just going to let the clock roll away. A lot of times we see these moments and you wish that there was a shot clock. This is going to be one of those moments where we're glad there isn't. Ladies in the grill. A foul would end the game at this point. Herrig dribbling around, guarded by Vanalik. And McCool Junction is going to finish it off. 72-23 is our final score in this one. McCool Junction moves to 10-5. Dorchester drops to 1-13. They play Nebraska Lutheran in Waco on the 2nd of February. McCool Junction plays BDS on Tuesday at 4:30. We're going to pause for 90 seconds. When we come back, we'll wrap this one up from the York City Auditorium. McCool Junction winning this one, 72-23.
Get your car or truck repaired right the first time at Lavander's Body Shops in Grand Island, Hastings, St. Paul, North Platte, Kearney, York, Omaha, and their newest location in Seward. Remember Carrie's Restaurant and Catering when hosting your next event. From large to small, Carrie's does it all. Carrie's Restaurant and Catering, just off Highway 81 in McCool Junction.
Be sure to visit Southeast Valley Irrigation and Pruning for all of your Valley Pivot needs, or call them today, 402-353-6775.
It's never too early to start planning for your irrigation season. If your well needs some work, call Tim or Brian at Elf's Well Drilling in Chicley. Call toll-free 888-627-WELL.
Aurora Co-op is your go-to resource for better information, better products, and better services. And they're also a proud supporter of area athletes. Check them out at auroracoop.com.
The Chicley Grain Company is a proud supporter of area athletes. There's no stopping when you're dedicated and work hard to achieve your goals. Good luck from Chicley Grain.
30.
Axline Lawn Landscape and Tree Removal is happy to serve the greater Exeter area. Check them out on Facebook today, and good luck to all area athletes.
George Brothers Incorporated, serving Sutton and the surrounding area. George Brothers has what you need to get you up and moving. George Brothers Incorporated in Sutton.
This is Craig Yurkowski with Ag West Land Brokers. I'm excited to be a part of the Ag West Land Brokers team. With over 25 years being in production agriculture, let me put my experience to work for you.
Welcome back to the York City Auditorium. McCool Junction beating Dorchester 72-23. Now let's run through some foul stats for you real quick. Maybe Kuchinen finished it off with 20 points. Trent Neighbor with 13. Rylan Garrettson with 6. Trent Neighbor with 6. Bryson Plock finished with 3. Trent Neville with 5. Josh Hackett with 4. Donovan Bant with 4. And Josh Sookup with his first 4 points of the game. The Mustangs moved 10-5 on the season. They play BDS on Tuesday at 4:30. Dorchester dropped to 1-13 on the season. They're off until the 2nd of February, where they play CRC rival Nebraska Lutheran. Their leading scorer was Chase Tahosky with 8. Garrett Tahosky with 5, Andy Drake with 4, Owen Vanalik with 4, and Jacob Sierney with 2. Again, Longhorns dropped to 1-13 on the season. Well, that'll do it for me today. New York City Auditorium, thank you for tuning in. Mike Meyer will take over for next up for Exeter Milligan Meridian. Exeter Milligan, their final CRC as the Exeter Milligan Timberwolves. Fred joins in on the party with the co-op beginning next year. Well, we'll take a break. Mike Meyer will take over. For me, saying so long from the New York City Auditorium. We'll be back soon with Mike Meyer on the call.
Central.